All right, coming to you from about 12 miles up the road from the sandy beaches it used to call home. We are at the historic Daytona Motor Speedway, the mecca of American motorsports, for this running of the Fleabag Boutique 95. I am Marcy Grove, and with me, as always, we have Matt Hinkle.
Yay. Fleabag Boutique. How about it? What a sponsor for this race.
I can dig it.
What do you think a
Uh,
Fleabag Boutique would sell?
to be honest, I'd expect them to just be a standard like dog grooming business.
Yeah, I mean, maybe so. I don't remember where I picked that name from, but hey, we're at Daytona here, as you said, 2.5 mile speedway.
I banked oval, great drafting track.
Yes, sir. We getting ready to take on 38 laps here at Daytona. I qualified on the pole somehow. Jack LaFleur went second fast, followed by RC Grove.
Yes, indeed. I actually ran quite a fast second lap on that one.
Yep, you were third quick. Kevin
Um,
Goodall was fourth. Dylan Brandon was fifth. Corey Goodall qualified sixth. And trying to see
that's
Greg.
G2 and
Yep,
seventh.
Greg Robinson. Who's
As soon
slacking
as he
out there?
catches up,
Greg
that's
Dees.
Deese in eighth.
Greg
That'd
Dees.
be Rick DeBrossi in ninth.
And David Gascoigne.
In 10th. And wrapping up the field, we've got Jeff Ivan.
Jeff Ivan. So Daytona, next gen cars. A little bit of a surprise for us, wasn't it, RC? The cars did
Oh,
not drive very well.
these things do not take open air at all. You're required to draft, and even when they're all squirrely and they don't like bumping like they used to.
Yeah, we're gonna set the camera on exciting. We'll move around on some camera angles here. We have a few cautions in this. We'll probably just go ahead and bump next lap so this don't turn into a long broadcast here. But all in all,
I appreciate that.
was a it was it was a race.
Yes, indeed. Oh, what you failed to mention is that while you qualified on the pole, you also rolled a one, so you didn't have to
Yes.
move it all.
No, well that killed me because my opportunity to get bonus points went out the window when good old Siri decided to only give me a 1.
Yep. And here we go racing the opening lap of the Fleabag Boutique 95.
Taking a look at
You and Jack get a good jump. I keep on that back bumper pretty well.
Mhm.
And Kevin is holding that line with Jack on the high side, but Jack's just going to leave him out there, right there to start.
Yeah, I was
Going
not
to tag
very
up with
happy
you.
with Jack. Uh Not even gonna lie. I feel like he was doing exactly what Denny Hamlin did the other day, rolling forward at the start there. So, but it is what it is.
Yeah, we're not going to replay that one. I don't think we need to see that.
No.
But we're out to a good start. We got Corey Goodall in that solid blue car rocking out in fourth right now. He's riding that high line behind Kevin.
Yeah. Getting up to speed here, going at almost
Mhm.
190 right there through the tri-oval. I gave Jack a big shot in the bumper, just kind of showing my displeasure with his start.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, I really didn't care if I wrecked him at that point, but I'm glad I didn't, because I calmed down afterwards.
I got a little bit extended out here. I wasn't running as hard as I could have, and when I was getting off the gas, I kept giving these little gaps, and I don't know, it just felt like I was kind of slacking off at points.
Yeah.
And if you get too much off the gas here, you're losing that draft, and that's kind of critical right in this track.
Yeah, we look at Dylan. Now it's back to Jack. I I just tried to run the outside line there and just kind of settle in because again I felt these cars were super loose and my steering wheel had a whole lot of play, almost like I had a
Oh,
pretty good sized dead zone in it.
my steering wheel's always got a dead zone in it, so I can't relate at all.
Yeah.
But we are on lap three onto the backstretch now. We have the Goodall boys, followed by Deese up in the top three. You're running side by side with or Jack LaFleur, who's going to cram it in somebody's cram hole here in a minute.
Yeah, I thought that Greg there
he-
looked like he got kind of raced, like he was coming up, but he didn't really want to be up there, so he kind of tried to tuck back down in, and then
Yeah.
we stall out. Dylan and I stall out with G2 behind us, and they get back ahead, and pretty soon you're gonna see
Yeah.
that.
That was a really odd one out of Deeks. I'll give you that. I'm not sure what happened there. He just kind of got a little too loose with that. Or maybe he was having a dead zone. He just didn't mention.
See,
or,
here he goes again. He's
Yep.
coming up, but he doesn't go up. So I don't know what he's doing, but there he does get up, and I'd push him.
I think he was trying to jump in and hopefully get a side draft pushing him up front. And there's
yeah.
Corey Goodall pushing Jack LaFleur down to track, and then he takes himself out across his nose, and I catch just the.
We're gonna go
tail.
back. We're gonna rewind that one. I want to see that again, because that one there.
That
I'm
first
just-
contact's coming up the backstretch. Jack's going to jump down low here. Kevin's going low, and Corey tries to jump in there. Doesn't realize that the 19 is there.
Yeah, no,
Pushes him below the line, but that's a clean shot there. But here we're into turn 3, and he just turns around the nose of him.
It looks like netcode actually gets him. I'm gonna say I'm gonna say netcode turns Corey. Hell no, he does just come down into the side. It looked like it from behind. It did look like a little netcode, but
yeah.
Let's go ahead and you thought
you
got a little.
No, he gets right front or right rear into left front there at the end of it. I took a small shot. It wasn't enough to do any damage to me, but it spun him up into the wall.
Oh yeah. Ooh, I don't know who that blue car was that disappeared.
That would be Rick DeBrasi that just winked out on that.
Well, that's probably a good. Ooh, wow.
Ooh, yeah, that was a bad rejoin by Corey there.
Oh, we can't watch.
Jeff Ivan at full throttle coming down to the pit lane.
Yeah, let's watch this again. Now we're in. Let's just go.
Oh yeah, he's gonna tag the wall there. He just comes down. Is he coming back out, or is he just?
I don't know. He don't know. Jeff Ivan don't know, and I don't know either.
Yeah, I don't think it's possible to read the mind of Jeff Ivan, but it looked like he was going onto the pit lane there. So
all right, so we went instantly to go choose cone, and Kevin let off the gas while the yellow was out. It did not throw a yellow. I had to throw the yellow for us, so you can't let off the gas until you see a yellow. So not to penalize Kevin, but when it was thrown, he's where he should be, so it's all good. I mean, again, it's a drafting track, so it didn't matter.
Yeah. So we're going.
We're 1 to green right now.
Deese and you take the front row. Brandon's going to tuck in behind Deese. Goodall behind you. K Goodall.
Yep.
Then looks like Leafler, G2, myself. I'm not sure who that is on the outside. That black and white.
That's David Gascoigne.
Okay.
83? 82. He's 82.
82, yes indeed.
Yep, and inside of him is Rick DeBrasi in the 9.
Oh, looks like Jeff Ivan must have just done a drive-through.
Yeah, I think he just kind of scraped the wall a little bit and didn't know which way to go there for a minute.
Okay, so Mr. Gascoigne here looks like he's running kind of a phantom Rainbow Warrior type paint scheme.
Yeah, it's just a basic paint, iRacing paint.
Why not? I mean,
yeah.
You got the option, run it.
So I'm going to tell you about the restart right here. I was all ready. I had Kevin behind me. I know Kevin is a good drafter. He's aggressive. He's a pusher. And I was like, oh, yeah, we're going to – and Kevin's going to push me out there. And it doesn't happen because Greg D seems to bring us down to a snail's pace right here, which is –
he took forever to get that shot.
Yeah, which that's fine. I mean, he's the leader, but – and then when he goes, we were just going so slow. I didn't know.
Yeah, we were moving at highway speeds.
I didn't know if I should be in first gear or second gear, and just kind of a very slow start. So it gave Kevin no chance to really get up there and push. But here we go, back to green on lap number 7. I kind of bail on Kevin also, not intentionally. Sorry, Kevin. I was just trying to go to the front.
I had a slow start on that one, as did G2, so we both kind of lost it, and we end up side drafting back up to the pack a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh no, he tucked in behind me there.
Yeah.
I'm loving that we got kind of a mixed field there. We got a bunch of Chevys, a bunch of Toyotas, and a couple of Fords in the mix.
See, got such a run down the backstretch, and then it just stalls
And-
out. You just
Oh
can't
yeah,
go
the second you
anywhere.
hit that corner, you lose everything.
And back in behind it. I mean, I don't know how many times I did that same move right there. I pull out, get up there, slow down, tuck back in. So,
Oh, I know. I did it a couple times too. I was hoping that one of those times I was going to get a jump outside and you were going to follow me out there, but it just seemed we never did connect on the same brainwave on that one.
yeah.
Later on in this race. Yeah, you guys come out into a 1-2-3 lead. There's me. Fucking Jack was driving me nuts too because he was riding about a half a groove off the line.
Yeah.
And I was tucked in on the bottom line where I was constantly having to get off the throttle to avoid smacking the ass end of him.
How about those paint jobs? That's what I'm
Oh, yeah,
I'm
those are
marveling at those paint jobs. All the SRA Sim Racers Anonymous Roll'em Racing Series race cars there, all painted up nice and purty.
I forgot that we had paints for these, otherwise I would have probably thrown mine out as well.
Yep, I understand. Good job, Kevin. Kevin looked like he was gonna help me, and he said nope. He got in line, and you know what? I completely deserve that because I bailed on him earlier. So
Yep.
but then I follow G2 here, and something happens, if I remember right. Something checks up this inside this line here. I guess it's the only line.
For some reason, I don't understand what was going on here, but whoever was leading, I think they must have just been stuck in fourth or something because they just were not getting up to speed.
Yeah,
Seemed like every corner
right
I
there.
was dropping down to about half throttle.
Got me two of them right there, so that worked out right back around G2 and Kevin. Then I was stuck behind you for a while here.
Well, again, I am actually despite my hatred of the draft track, I'm actually pretty decent.
Yeah, they're a blast. I love draft tracks.
I hate them just because their safety ratings suck.
Yeah, well,
I got dropped from a B or back down to a C license in oval because of the draft tracks being the only tracks I had.
yeah, I ran Martinsville last week or whatever, C fixed, and I lost one whole safety rating in one race. So I was like, yeah, whatever.
Oh, I do appreciate that it kept my raspberry color on the numbers up at the top for our ticker.
Yes.
But yeah, we were side by side for several laps, and you kept getting that side draft on me and dragging me off the back end of the pack.
There's Kevin trying to push.
Yeah, I'm not going to use the Jack Leafler terminology on that one. Yeah, see, you drug me off the back end of that pack.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Suck them off.
Yeah, I wasn't going to say it. I'm trying to keep us a little more PG right now.
Well, I mean, he sucked the car off the side. That's not bad. I mean,
yeah, but you got somebody.
If you added to it with other words, I'd say it'd probably be not okay. But I mean, yeah, his terminology was a little odd, but we understood what he meant. And then they started to get away right there.
Yeah, briefly, but we ended up picking it back up just because that front pack ended up, again, checking each other up because there's just no speed in these things for some reason.
Yeah. Why is it stuck on me? It should be on most exciting. I was not the most exciting.
No, you and I were running the fastest laps for a couple laps, catching back up to the leaders.
Yeah.
That's why we're most exciting there. There's nothing happening, and we were the quickest.
No. Just trying to go somewhere, like Greg D said later on after this race was over. He said that, people don't want to. He was happy leading the race, but if he's behind people, he don't want to sit there and ride. I don't either. I don't want to sit there and ride. It's boring.
Yeah,
it's safe. It's safe, but it's boring, and I'm not a.
I agree.
I'll throw safe out the window and try to go have fun.
Fair enough. I'll agree with that. Although
nice
I'm
push.
one of those. Oh yeah, I'm a little more comfortable. I will bide my time and wait for the opportunity. And a lot of the races we're doing are being that they're shorter races. I actually have to kind of change the way I'm driving just because we don't have as long a time to, take or wait and take those opportunities as they come through.
Right. Right.
I'm still a firm believer that one of these days I'm going to win a race on fuel mileage.
Yeah. Look at the gap that has been put between G2 and Kevin to the lead 5 here, just by kind of running in line. They were kind of got caught out just a little bit. And
Craig says, "Fuck you, Dylan. Go back to the back where you belong." Apologize for that language. You decide to side draft me again. You get back up behind Dylan.
Yeah, I don't want to ride. I want to go to the front.
Oh, I know.
So,
and this is where I said, "Fuck you. I'm going to try and get this back again." Pardon the language.
Yeah.
And started pushing Jack a little harder.
Dylan's gonna put his middle finger up out the window in a minute on me and leave me out here, which is okay. I get it. Whatever.
I get it too. It's Daytona. I know. I was listening to Petty earlier. Said that we need to say screw it to the next gen and throw an 800 horsepower engine back under it. Let that separate the men from the boys.
Woo! That was a little net code / a bad time for me to go down and try to side draft Greg Deese, and he might have caught a tick of the apron, but it was a little bit of net code more likely than anything else, and almost was catastrophe there.
Thankfully, though, we get out of that relatively unscathed. Well, I can't remember how much longer we got on this green flag run, but we had a pretty decent green flag run here.
Yeah, I think we'll end up clicking off about another half dozen or so here. Because if you see out the back there, they caught up. Greg Robinson and Kevin staying in line, they caught up while we were getting a little racy.
Oh, yeah.
But then at the same time, we get back in line here, and it starts to go the other way on them.
Uh-huh.
We get real close here to we only put 60% of the fuel load in these cars, so I think it showed we could only go about 23 laps on a tank of fuel. So we tried to add a little fuel mileage into this, and it was going good, but well, you will see.
If we would have had another caution, I would have been screwed because I would not have had the gas to get another 2-3 laps
at the very end.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I put like 7 or 8 gallons in the car just so I had like 15 laps of fuel when the race ended, so I was good. But
I put 5.
Yeah. There we go. You had a run. You slide up, and then.
Yep, and all momentum was lost.
And right there, a little shot.
Low.
A little shot to Greg Deese's bumper. Not really so much, but enough just to move him up, and there we go. Got 2 cars on the front stretch. I like that.
And I got lucky enough that I got back down and caught enough of the draft to keep with that.
Yeah, you did, because look how far those guys, they're out of the picture again behind us. They were just in the picture. They were down to 1.4 seconds behind us, and we've already pulled back away. Waiting to see my little ticker here give me an accurate time. It says they're 20 seconds behind. That's not right.
Yeah, it might be. This is a fairly large track, so and I think the issue that I had here was that I felt like we were on a carnival ride. These cars just were kind of boring.
Yeah, I know. They were and then they duck in pit road right there because they weren't catching us. So we're getting close. We're gonna have some action get started here because we already got cars starting to go to pit stops. And this is where Dylan decides to run the top line here, which is perfectly normal. And I get up there with a draft coming, and I'm like, okay, I'll take the bottom then. And, well,
yeah.
Needless to say, Jack didn't want to give me much room.
Jack, I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if he didn't realize you were there, or if he decided he didn't care you were there, but he was coming down whether you liked it or not.
He was. Let's see if we can get a. Let's see if we can go to this this shot of it, riding with Jack LaFleur here. Let's take a look.
Yeah. You're riding the inside.
Yeah, so
Brandon comes
I'm
down. Jack just keeps coming down. I wonder if he was not running with a crew chief and just didn't realize you're there. I got tagged on the tail end of that.
I'm not sure. That's weird the way that hood came off. Looks like the cylinder head sticking up on that motor. It's kind
Oh,
of goofy looking.
that's still part of the hood.
Yeah, it's
That's that. Those are the dice on top of it.
yeah, that's
That's
weird.
still part of the hood for some reason.
Oh, so that yeah, oh well. All right, let's see here. Obviously, I got a damaged race car.
Mm-hmm.
Let's
You
see
got a
how-
damaged race car. I got a side shot. I think Deese is probably a little dinged up as well.
Yeah, not bad. An old Dylan Brandon, points leader, sitting out in front, just
Mhm.
loving everything he sees in his rear view. That's for sure.
Indeed.
All right, so let's go ahead and go through the field here. We got Dylan Brandon leading it. We're on working lap 20 of 38.
Mhm.
Dylan Brandon is running first. Greg Deese is in second. I am in third. RC Grove, you're sitting in fourth.
There goes Corey Goodall on his unofficial lucky dog.
Yeah. Let's see. Who's the next car behind us?
Looks like Rick DeBrasi in fifth at the moment.
Yes. Rick DeBrasi is in fifth. Then
Jeff
it goes
Ivan
back
in
to
sixth,
Jeff Ivan.
who's still trying to play catch up at the moment.
Yeah, and then coming out of the.
I'm not gonna lie. That Jeff Ivan paint scheme, that Jags with the green numbers, that just works. That is
Yeah.
a very sexy paint scheme.
Then behind him, coming out of his pit stop, is the 83 of Greg Robinson, followed by David Gascoigne in the 82 car. But he might be going to pit road. And then Kevin Goodall. You know, these guys just went down pit road, so it works out for them because we actually will get a look at my crew going to work here, getting my fast repair done. We'll watch a pit stop happen here.
That's a little too far behind. Rolled up forward.
Oh, let's see.
Yeah, it'd be kind of cool if they actually showed all of the pit crews, but I understand, the technical limitations there.
Yeah. So that puts G2, Gregory Robinson, I believe he takes over the lead. Him or Kevin? Yeah, him, because he was ahead of Kevin. So him and Kevin end up by pitting early, being behind by 8 seconds, and pitting early, and then that caution flag coming out. They inherited lead, so worked out for them. Worked out well.
And though not only did that work out extremely well for him, but I don't remember if he did. I don't think he held on to that lead very long.
And here we go, back to green flag right now. I skipped ahead. So here we are taking the green, lap 23. We got 16 laps to go. And
it's like G2, Dylan, and me took the low line.
Yeah.
Kevin, Greg, and you took the high.
Yeah, and
everybody else.
I bailed as soon as I could down in line. Then I'm a line jumper. I mean, just.
I've noticed.
I don't want to ride. I want to go. So.
Well, there wasn't a lot of go in these cars, so you better hope you have the run when you got it.
There wasn't, for sure. So, just, I don't remember. I think
Greg Deese looks like he's got NASCAR 06 numbers on his car.
Oh, goes Corey.
Oh, Corey goes around. Yeah, that looks like, did he come across the nose of, was that DeBrasi?
I believe there was, I think that was a little tag team action going on.
Okay, so what do we got here? We got the 82 of Gascoigne. LaFleur hits Gascoigne. Gascoigne hits Corey. Corey goes around.
And the other two keep going.
Mm-hmm. It's a sad thing to see, but it is a unfortunate part of racing at these speeds.
Yep, Corey.
In these cars.
Corey had the toe. Look at that. Here goes our pace car drafting. Let's get a look at it. Look at him. Woo! We're drifting. Look at him. He's letting her rip.
Shades of Initial D. He's just taking it on out there.
Yeah, he's letting it all hang out.
I'm still a firm believer that's got to be the same driver that rode the pace car off of the Chinook a couple years back.
All right, here.
What do we got now?
This is where we've doing the choose. We had a little not say confusion. We were just a little unsure what was going on with the choose. So we get it straightened out here. We get Greg Deese moved around up to the top, and Dylan on the bottom.
Yeah, this is one where I figured, hey, the high side's been working. I might as well just stay up here.
Yeah,
So
Kevin.
they're figuring it out. So I just
Is the leader. Kevin's leading this race, and he chose the top every time he was at the front. He chose the top.
right.
There's our little zigzag back there in the second row.
Yep.
So,
And you stay high, I stay high. So Jeff Ivan rolls up into the third row inside.
the biggest issue with this was being able to people. You had an issue with it, but getting up through the gears and making sure people aren't sleeping on the start.
So,
That's
yeah, I think my issue was I just wasn't getting enough off for the blip. And it was just, I was hung in second for a minute. And this wasn't the restart where I was hung, though.
no.
It was the next one where I get hung up. So here we are back to green.
Nope, almost.
No, I was a little bit, no, yeah, okay. No, this is where we're all stacking up again.
Yep,
This is another thing that we still have to work on as a group. We need to get everybody stacked up and running with that calibrated foot so that we don't have people accordioning right before the start.
Yeah, very true. All right, we're riding along looking at Greg Deese right now.
Yes, indeed. Kevin Goodall and Greg Robinson are going to lead us back to the start-finish line here as we take off from the Geico restart zone. No, this was the one where he said, "Fuck you! I'm going to wait until the green light comes back."
Yeah,
on.
he did. Yeah. Here comes Corey out of the pit down there with his busted race car. I didn't see that.
Yeah, I saw that.
There he goes. Couple blinkers at the back. Not
Yep.
bad. Got Dylan pushing Kevin there, and they're just trying to get it working, and the two Gregs lined up on the bottom. Just kind of following line here.
And I feel kind of bad because I don't know if I had enough room when I cut down in front of G2 here. But I said, fuck it, I'm cutting down in front of them anyway.
It looked fine.
Yeah, it was tight, but I guess it wasn't that bad.
Here they go.
Yep, Greg and Jack.
Jack's got his car back after he's 2 laps down. Corey and Jack are both 2 laps down. Oh. Yeah, Daytona, right there.
Mm-hmm.
We all got slinkies in our car. It's not, it just wasn't all it was cracked up to be. But it was a race. It was the Flea Bag Boutique is what it was.
Yes, indeed.
Look at them zigging and zagging. There, I see. Now there was a little arguments on the radio about my move there, but I mean, I seen the line coming. I moved up to get the shot and try to go to the front. That's drafting.
Right. I think Jack just got a little bit heated because he had to pop out of line and lost a lot of momentum from that one to avoid getting in a wreck.
Yeah, then it wasn't going any very good, and there was a hole at the bottom, so I went right back down to the bottom. I mean, again, I don't stay in line. I want to go to where that 29 car is. That's where I want to be. And that's how I spend the race. Now, this is kind of annoying because it keeps showing me the whole damn time. I got it set to exciting. Let's set it to crashes.
Stop being the most exciting person.
Well, I'm not really being excited. I'm just driving, but it keeps showing my car. I don't want people to think it's, he's just showing his car. Hell with it. Let's ride with the leader here. Let's take a lap around Daytona International Speedway from the, where it is, nose. We'll go roll bar with Kevin Goodall here. Try to hold it right down on the yellow line here as you're pretty much flat-footing it. You can see in his mirror up there, Dylan's tucked up right behind him. The cars are getting wide back behind. And we got a crash going on back there on the backstretch.
Screaming 86,000 RPMs coming down that backstretch.
We had a crash. We got to go back and see the crash.
Yeah, I see somebody out in the grass.
Come on, crashes. Ooh.
Oh, that's Jack and Gascoigne, our new
Yes.
driver.
How did
So
it
we're
happen?
gonna come out of 2. They're running tight 1, 2, 3 right behind Greg. Like Jack's gonna move in there, and
Oh,
that
yeah.
looked like that was a net code right there. I'm not sure.
There's
Is there a way we
our.
can get a chase cam on that one?
Yes, yes, yes. I believe Dave was on the mic saying he came down. And I
He
mean,
did a little bit, but
yeah, I don't, I wouldn't.
I think that's almost a racing incident because Jack's coming back up as well. You can see that black center
Yeah,
line. He's
I
coming
think they
up.
just
So
kind
we
of
just kind
meet in the middle.
of yeah.
So let's. That didn't work too well for our lap around the track here. So let's go ahead and get. Come on, get on a camera angle here, dummy. Get back on our leader, wherever
I'm
he's
fairly
at.
sure that's not earlier.
And let's go to the next lap. There's
There he
Kevin.
is.
Gonna be catching up to the pace car. We did not choose yet because I was sleeping and I forgot. We got 8 laps to go here in the
Mm-hmm.
Fleabag Bow
Kevin's going to take the
Boutique.
bottom. Dylan's going to take the top. I decided I was going to say fuck it and ride the high line and hopped up behind Dylan. I'm sorry about running that middle line there for a second.
Yeah, there's where we say choose and then they switch it up again. I
Yeah.
don't. I was sleeping on that part, just rolling around.
And regardless, I stayed high on that one. I said fuck it. I was kind of enjoying running that high line. And this is the one where I get hung up. This is going to be the one where I get hung up, and you're going to watch Greg D smack into the back of me because I could not get out of second. Once we get back around to the front stretch.
Yep. Let's go ahead and hit this old magic
Well,
button
I was about to say we got a
and
little
get
bit of
up and
time to go through. We got Goodall and Dylan in the front. You and me in row 2. G2 and Deese in 3. Ivan and Gascoigne in 4. DeBrasi and Goodall or Corey Goodall.
let's we're gonna ride on the roll bar of Dylan Brannon right here. Kevin getting a
Yep.
humongous start right there.
Kevin gets a great jump there, ducks low, leaves me out to dry, which is okay because I hung my gear and you could see it in the mirror. I just got, you guys just took off without me.
And here's where the downfall of getting a great restart on a drafting track takes over.
Yep,
And he
you're
just
gonna get around high on. Or no, that's not you. That's Dylan and me.
yeah, we're riding with Dylan.
But
I'm behind
you're
Dylan
right.
there.
You're right behind them.
Yeah, but then here you come already again.
Absolutely.
So, or no, that's G2.
No, that's G2. Okay, yeah.
But you weren't too far back there, I don't think.
I was still in the second pack at this point, but the second pack does catch back up, if I remember correctly. Either that or no, I'm immediately behind Jack.
Okay.
Once I got my gearing back up and I got tucked in the 5th position. I was about to follow G2 up the track to get I kind of cut him off there. I feel a little bad about that one, but
yeah. So we got Dylan Brannon in first. I'm in second. Kevin Goodall sitting there in third. Jack there, the 4th car in line. He is actually dead last in 11th, 2 laps down from that earlier crash. And then you're sitting there hanging out in the 4th spot with G2, Greg Robinson, in 5th. Greg Deese is rolling up behind in 6th with Jeff Ivan, the old dirt driver.
And I keep trying to get around the 19 here to get up with the lead cars. And I just cannot get enough momentum to keep it going, even with Greg Deese here behind me like he is now.
Yeah, because G2 goes to the bottom, and he catches probably all 5 of those other 4 cars ahead. And you make the pass on there, or you side draft him down there?
I side drafted him as best I could. He ends up backing off, and I tuck back in.
Yeah.
And there's Jack trying to push his way around.
Yeah, because this is where I had a run on Dylan. I didn't really want to go 3 wide, and then all of a sudden, boom, we're 3 wide, and
I
Greg
think I
Deese.
accidentally squeezed a little bit on that one. I can't be
Oh,
sure. Oh
shit.
man, Gascoigne takes a full frontal on that one. You usually have to pay extra for that kind of action, Cotton.
David Gascoigne just absolutely. And Greg came out the 26th. Greg Deese, and he said he came down after he went and watched the replay, which is
Yeah.
good when people go and watch the replay before they open their mouth, which is fabulous. Let's go on the Gascoigne here in the 80. Yeah, Greg's struggling there.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and rewind this and see if we can get a
So he's just
roll bar view of this.
he's tucked in behind Rick. I don't think he sees this coming until boom, right there in his face. He had nowhere to go.
Nope, and he didn't have a car left after that.
Nope.
He
That one was a good night, Moon. He had to be towed back.
get another look at Greg Deese here. We can see what happens here a little bit more. Yeah, we just got all
I'm following Jack.
Up. Again, we're only 5 laps to go, so.
Yep. I'm following Jack. I get bumped there. I follow Jack all the way to the bottom. Deese tries to follow me, and I guess there's just Dylan was there, so he had, kind of a little bit of a block.
Who was that snuck through? Rick DeBrosi.
Ricky DeBrosi, man. He got really lucky on that one. So he's leading Gascoigne here. He sees that car come across. Woo! He tucks that down as close as he can to that line. He just barely squeaks by on that.
Oh, wow. That is close.
Man.
That was definitely close.
Record avoidance of the year right there.
And that actually, Jack LaFleur was in front at that time of caution, so he gets his lap back. He gets to go all the way around. And I believe that made G2 our... no, you were the race leader.
I was the race leader on that one, yes.
Yes, no, because this sets us up. So,
yeah,
recap, we're on lap 36. Our original race was supposed to be 35 laps. We're going 1 to green, I believe. Did we go 1 to green? Yeah.
I can't remember. I do remember that fly around right there.
Yeah, there we go. Caution lights are off. So we're 1 to green right now.
This is about the point I realized Jeff Ivan was the guy on the outside.
Yep, Jeff Ivan's on the outside. I'm right behind him. You got Kevin to your inside.
Yep.
And Dylan's behind me, which Dylan and I are in a points battle. So I know that Dylan is not going to follow me. He's going to try to get around me.
And I got G2 and our back marker, Jack Leafler, right here. And behind me. And it looks like, is that Rick DeBrosi behind Kevin? Or Dylan?
Dylan, yep, that's Rick DeBrosi.
Comes out of that accident with a fair standing position. I can appreciate that. Also running a Ford.
Corey running around the track to catch up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is about the point where he's yelling, "Hey, wait up! I got little legs." As we're getting ready, I think we're coming through turn 4 now.
Yeah, we're going through 4.
We're coming back around to the front. Caution lights are out. So this is going to be the final one. I tell everybody you want to see me impersonate Hamlin, and then I don't go because screw you all.
I was watching you. As soon as As soon as you go, I start. And if Jeff Ivan wasn't going, he was about to be going.
Yeah. This second the O on the second Geico is where I hit it.
Yeah.
And you see me get up, and then I got a decent jump, and that actually hurt me a little bit because Kevin fell backwards.
Yeah. See, there goes Dylan diving into the bottom behind Kevin. Which at that point, I'm going to tell you, I was like, uh-oh. This isn't good for me. Because I thought, I'm going to have to really push Jeff Ivan. But then here comes Jack up behind there. Again, lap down, but I wasn't upset to see him behind me. And he lines up, and we go.
Corey is bump drafting me coming down this back stretch.
Yeah, Kevin,
sorry. Yes, Kevin.
Kevin, yeah.
I apologize. I am having trouble with names tonight. But yeah, he's bump drafting me the whole way down that backstretch. I was full throttle all the way open, fifth gear, and I just could not
One to go.
get
White
any speed.
flag.
Yep. We're
Win
gonna
it or
lead it
wear it.
here. Jeff Ivan getting a good push from you coming through this
Yeah, and
long
I
flat
scraped the
lap
wall.
with
I was in the wall right there. Luckily,
yep.
there goes Jack to the inside. And a little contact with you and Jeff
Yep.
Ivan. There goes Jeff
Jeff.
Ivan. Kevin comes back up the track, looks to your outside. So
So
you guys make contact into
my
Jack.
issue on that one was my contact with Jeff Ivan slowed me down.
Yep. Here we go through 3 and 4. Who Corey Goodall, all the way from 2 laps down, had a run, but I side draft him into 3, slow him down. He's got so much damage. I'm able to drive away and somehow walk out of Daytona with the win from the Fleabag Boutique 95. And I was not unhappy to see this race over. Now, let's go back and analyze that other crash. Take a look here at where Corey, from when the crash happened, boom, boom, I got into Jack a little bit there, and then Corey just somehow with a remarkable move.
He just squeaked by. He just hugged that wall. He might have actually scraped that wall trying to sneak by you.
Here's a good view of it, because there, bang, bang,
oh,
I
bang,
got it.
Bang. He just hung in there and waited for the wreck to relieve itself.
He didn't quite clear.
Nope.
And then that was enough. So let's get back here. Let's get back here to Jeff Ivan. Jeff Ivan said he came down a little bit. There's a little contact there, and these cars, any contact in the corners, and it's just not good. So I mean, that's a racing deal in my opinion.
I'm not faulting him for that. That was a racing incident,
and here
comes Corey Goodall back, Kevin Goodall back out onto the track, and I'm coming back down, and I just feel like I got loose there. I'm not sure what exactly happened, if it was netcode or whatnot, because it felt like as I was coming across, I just got loose.
Yeah, well,
I know that second hit was what ended up doing me in, but that first one where I was crossing right to left, it felt like I might have got a netcode bump.
G2. Oh, G2, he should have just got out of the gas a little bit.
If he would have got off the gas and hung in there, he would have been all right.
Yeah, who else do we need to get? What happens to Jack? He junks his car again. Oh, yeah, he gets Kevin. Jack goes spinning. Kevin goes up, makes contact. Dylan ekes out. Dylan's got sparks flying on the left front. Looking good, like he's going to bring home 3rd place, but then don't look now. Here he comes. Rick DeBrosi.
Coming up. Getting a podium.
Taking 3rd place at Daytona. How about it? I'm not even sure how they actually finished, so we'll have to...
I finished somewhere back towards the back. I let my frustration get the best of me after that wreck, and I almost stepped out of the room and just let it slide.
Yeah, well, let's see here. If it's right, shows myself, Matt Hinkle with the win, Corey Goodall 2nd, Rick DeBrosi 3rd, Dylan Brandon 4th, Jeff Ivan in 5th, Kevin Goodall 6th, G2 Gregory Robinson in 7th, RC Grove, it says you came home in 8th, Jack Lafleur 9th, 1 lap down, Greg Deese 10th, 2 laps down, and David Gascoigne finished 11th, 4 laps down.
Yep, I was the last car on the lead lap.
So, time to get the winner's pick. Yay. There's my car. There's me.
Yay.
So, that's that. Then Dylan's just sitting down here, and, you know, Demolition Derby is always what it's about. So,
oh, yeah.
Dylan's car was junk. I wanted to make sure it was even more junk. So my hood's stuck in here.
Your hood popped the same way as the other one earlier. It left the dice there. I'm wondering if we got like standing hood pillars there, and that's just ripping the hood there.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but Anyway, that was the Fleabag
The
Boutique 95 from Daytona. I'll wrap it up for us, RC. I'm Matt
all
Hinkle.
right.
That's RC Grove. We'll be back Sunday night with the micros. Uh, what do we call that? Micro edition. The Roll 'em Racing
Yep.
Series Micro edition will be up Sunday night. We just had our first Money Mondays. That video is up. That was a very good race to watch, so go check that out. Give us a like, give us a subscribe, leave a comment. Just, all whopping 22 people that watch us. We appreciate it. RC, we out.
Yep. Later.